Yeah, what are your plans then in the near future? Because the last 3 years you've released 3 albums. Um, well, do you feel you can live up to that output of one album a year, or?
I hope so. Yeah, it's a good schedule.
But maybe if you take more time, then you can actually work on a sound that we just discussed.
That's true. But I think a year's enough.
Yeah?
Yeah. To working on the sound and stuff, you just have to work harder and be a little smarter. You can still do it. I think it's good for a band to constantly put out things. At least one a year.
It's like the 60s.
Like the 60s.
Yeah, because now it's been every 2 or 3 years, even bands take 5 years to release an album. And I think in the 60s, the Beatles and Stones, they put out 1 or 2 albums a year.
Yeah.
So you think it's better now to release more stuff?
Well, better for us. Everybody's different. But also, if you don't have hits, you don't have any money to live on. So you got to make more songs and stay busy, or else you have to get a job or something.
And is there one job that you actually would like to do besides music?
I wouldn't mind working in a bookstore. I think I'd like that.
Why?
I like books, and it seems calm.
Is there one book that you've recently read that you say, well, a book tip?
You want a book tip?
Yeah?
I just finished this Susan Sontag book, etc. That was pretty good. That was the first book by her that I'd read.
What did you like about this book?
It was very smart, and it was funny. And it was nice to read from a woman's perspective. I haven't read from a woman's perspective in a while, so it was refreshing.
Do you pay much attention to your lyrics?
I should hope so.
Yeah, sometimes people say, well, for me, the sound is okay. I mean, the music comes first, and then, if something sounds right, then I just stick to it.
I like both. Because if the song is bad, nobody cares about the lyrics. But if you can write a good song, and then you write good lyrics too, you're better off.
Is there one song on this new album that you're proud of lyric-wise? You say, it actually turned out good, or maybe all songs?
I think it's pretty good.
Can you pick one song you say, and describe for me how you wrote the song lyric-wise?
There was the song "You Take Everything for Granite When You're Stoned." I wrote those lyrics at my friend's house in Madrid, in Spain, and I wrote it on his balcony, and that was nice. It was around Christmas. It was really cold, and it was.
What's the song
nice
about?
Looking. Being a little lonely, and maybe thinking about not wanting to live so much, but then realizing that there's nothing else to do.
Then live.
Yeah, and it's probably a bad decision.
But do you feel suicidal?
There were times that I did, yeah, but it always kind of came back to that conclusion that, nah.
So what makes you live then? The music?
Probably just curiosity.
For?
Life in general, just to see what happens next or see what you can do.
So music is not a lifesaver for you then?
It's
you
not
say?
what?
music is not a lifesaver for you because this album is called Life.
I mean,
music. Sorry, I'm sorry.
it's important, and it's helped me. But I don't think it should be a life and death matter. It's just kind of what we do, you know. I wouldn't kill myself over it, but I also wouldn't. Life's always more important than anything else.